Hello students, now I am here with lecture 5. The topic is biodiversity hotspots. This topic is placed in MSc 4th semester Botany paper 2 syllabus of unit 3. Myself Dr. Vimal Kumar Kanungo. I am assistant professor in Department of Botany, Government Nagarjuna Postgraduate College of Science, Raipur, Chhattisgarh. So this is a very important topic. Normally, a full question is asked in the examination that write an account on biodiversity hotspots. So let us begin with our first slide. Biodiversity. So what is biodiversity? Biodiversity refers to the variation in various type of organism, in different organism. All the groups of organism we see, there is lot of variability, lot of difference in them, and same time the difference in ecosystem. So variability amongst the organism as well as the ecosystem complexes, this variability is known as a biodiversity, and normally we study biodiversity at genetic level, species level and ecosystem level. So the biodiversity, we learned that it is a variability amongst the organism in simple words. Now what is hotspots? Hotspots are large region. And what type of region they are? They are containing exceptional concentration of plants and animals. So very rich concentration of plants and animals they are found, and many of the plant and animal species, they are endemics. Endemics means these plant and animal species, they are restricted to a particular region for their occurrence. They are found in a particular place, not found throughout the world. So endemics and the very exceptional rich concentration of plants and animal in any place, and same time they are experiencing the various kind of threat due to habitat loss. So species, they are under threat, they are endemics, and their concentration is very high. That we, such regions on earth, they are known as a hotspots. So what we learned from this, from the hotspots. So hotspots are those regions where the number of plants and animal is exceptionally high, their concentration is very high, and majority of species are endemics, and they are experiencing the higher rate of habitat loss. So means they are under threat. Such regions are termed as hotspots. Now let us see how this ideology came into existence. So ideology was first developed by Norman Myers in 1988, and he published a paper related to it in Journal of Nature. And hotspot, what is hotspot? Hotspot is a methodology. It is methodology of identifying the various region where plants and animals, they require a very specific attention. They require attention for what? They require attention as they are entering into the threat category. They are experiencing biodiversity loss, so they need immediate conservation. So we have to invest for conservation in those areas. So those areas are identified as a hotspots. And in simple words, if we understand what is hotspot, so hotspot is a area which exhibits high species richness. So greater number of species is found in those areas, and majority of species, they are high, and endemism is there. Endemism means, I told you earlier, the species, they are found specifically in a particular area, exclusively in a certain area. They are not found in throughout the world. So those areas, they are regarded as a biodiversity hotspots. So with these slides, we have well understood what is hotspot. Now come to the next slide. Let us see some of the key points, key information about the hotspots. The first one is there are total 34 hotspots identified on Earth, and four of them are found in India. This is as per the Conservation International 2013, and most of the biodiversity hotspot is found in the tropical forest region. Tropical forest they are found, and this tropical forest is almost 2.3% of the total Earth surface. And these biodiversity hotspots are containing 50% of the world endemics. Means the species which are found in these hotspots, the 50% species are endemic, means they are found only in those hotspot region. They are not found throughout the world. And 42% of the terrestrial vertebrates, they are also having a status of endemics. So far, hotspots they are under threat because they have lost 86% of their original habitat, and due to extinction induced by climate change. The climate change, it has induced the variation, and that variation is creating variation is imposing the extinction, and this extinction is due to original habitat loss, and it is almost 86% in those hotspot areas. Now, how to recognize a particular region as a hotspot? What is the criteria for identifying the regions as a hotspot? So there are two important criteria. The first one is it must contain 1500 species of vascular plants. So those hotspots areas are having at least 1500 species of vascular plants, and 0.5%, more than 0.5% of world total endemics. So the total number of endemic plants found in Earth, 0.5%, more than 0.5% they are found in this hotspot region. More than 70% they are lost their original habitat, or they have lost their originality. So hotspots, they are irreplaceable. We cannot change them, we cannot replace them, and 30% only originality is there in the hotspot. 70% is already, more than 70% is lost. So you can say the plant species and the animal species which are found in this hotspot region, they are threatened, they are under threat. In next slide you are seeing, this is the world map in which you are seeing the 34 hotspot. It is marked in different continents and different countries. These hotspots are located. So this map is showing the location or occurrence of hotspots in whole world. Now the 34 hotspots are there in the world, and these hotspots, where they occur, where they are found. So these regions are North Central America, South America, Europe and Central Asia, Africa, Asia, Africa, and we are concentrating on India, where 4 hotspots are there. So these are the region where the hotspots are found. The first one is North and Central America. So in North and Central America, the hotspots which are located, they are California, Floristic Province, Caribbean Island, and the Madrean Pine Oak, Woodland, and Mesoamerica. They are found in North and Central America. Second one is South America, Atlantic Forest, Corrado, Chilean Winter Rainfall, Valvian Forest, Tom's Chalk, Magdalena, Tropical Andes. They are found in South America. And Caucasus and Irano-Anatolian Mediterranean Basin, mountains of Central Asia, they are located in Europe and Central Asia. Similarly in Africa, Cape Floristic region, coastal forest of Eastern Africa. Sorry. So in Africa region, the hot spots located are Cape Floristic region, coastal forest of Eastern Africa, Eastern Afro-Montane Guinean forest of West Africa, Horn of Africa, Madagascar and Indian Ocean Ireland, Map, Utaland and Pondoland, Albany, Succulent, Cario. So these are located in Africa. Then Asia Pacific. Here in Asia Pacific you can see East Malaysian Island, the Himalaya, Indo-Burma, Japan, mountains southwest China and New Caledonia. Now let us talk about the hot spots of India. So in India there are 4 hot spots and they are part of the global hot spots. These hot spots are located at the top in pink color. You can see this is the hot spot known as Himalayas. Then in northeast India, this is the second hot spot, and the green color you can see with the coastal region of Arabian Sea, it is Western Ghat, and the fourth one is Andaman and Nicobar Island. These are the 4 hot spots. They are located in India. So let us begin with the first one, the Eastern Himalaya. Eastern Himalaya is a hot spot, part of a Himalayan hot spot, and there are 10,000 species of plants are found in Himalayan hot spots. 71 genera and 3,160 species are endemic, means they are found only located in the Himalayan region. The Eastern Himalayan region, if we talk a part of Himalaya, that Eastern Himalaya which is located in India, there you will see exceptionally it is very much diverse and lot of endemism is there. Eastern Himalaya has 3,500 endemic species and the percentage of endemism is 39%, and Eastern Himalaya has 5,800 plant species and approximately 2,000, that is the 36% are endemic. The area is very rich in plants of economic significance like rice, banana, citrus, ginger, chili, jute, sugarcane. So these are the examples. They are economically very significant plants found in the Eastern Himalaya region, which is one of the hot spot of India. Here you can see in this table the distribution of the various taxonomic group, plants, mammals, birds, reptiles, amphibians and freshwater. Their number, respective distribution of these species and the endemism. So here the main important thing what we see, that endemism percentage, that is 40% for amphibian, 31.6% is for plants. Endemic plants are found in the Eastern Himalaya region, 27.3% endemism for reptiles. So these species, they are specifically found in the Eastern Himalaya. So this table is giving a picture of occurrence of species of various taxonomic group in the Eastern Himalayas and the endemism, percentage of endemism occur in this region. The second hotspot is the Western Ghat. Western Ghat hotspot is a part of global hotspot that we call it as a Western Ghat Sri Lanka global hotspot. So the Western Ghat which we are having, it is a part of Western Ghat Sri Lanka global hotspot. This is running roughly north-south direction, 1500 or 1600 kilometer parallel to the coast of Arabian Sea, and the Western Ghat is popularly known as a Sahyadri Hills and run parallel to the western coast 30 to 50 kilometer inland, and it covers 1,60,000 square kilometer of area and it stretches 16 kilometer from Gujarat to the tip of the south. So this western coastal area along with the Arabian Sea, the Western Ghat, which is one of the hot spot of India. If you see the Western Ghat, the endemism and the diversity is a key here, and the importance of Western Ghat, that the biodiversity is very rich in terms of plants and animals, and the level of endemism in the taxa. Western Ghat has 7,388 species of flowering plants, and of those 5,584 species are indigenous, they are local, and 377 are exotic. They are naturalized. They have come from other continents and they are naturalized in this particular hotspot. And 1427 are cultivated, are planted. They are cultivated in such areas. So out of 5,584 species, 2,242 species are Indian endemics, means these species 2,242 species, they are specifically found in this particular Western Ghat area, and 1261 are Western Ghat endemics. They are found in India only, and 2242 it is the total endemics found in the Western Ghat. Apart from this, 586 taxa and subspecies, they are apart from this taxa and the subspecies, this is the variety status, and total taxa in the Western Ghat is 7,974. This is the total number, and what we have in India, that is 5,584, and out of them we are seeing that the respective distribution of this species in indigenous, exotic and cultivated one, and same time the endemics is 1261 species. This is the table which is showing the respective distribution of species in various taxonomic group and their number of endemic species and the endemism percentage. So here you can see the 73% of species are endemic for amphibians. Similarly, the 72.8% of freshwater fishes, 51.5% endemic species of plants are found in this region. So this endemism percent, we are seeing a very high, rich endemism is found in the Western Ghat region in this particular hotspot of India. The third one is the Northeast. The Northeast hotspot is a part of global hotspot that we call it as a Indo-Burma hotspot. And this hotspot is constituted by the northeastern region of India. Then there is a part of Burma and Indo-Chinese Peninsula, Cambodia, Laos, People's Democratic Republic, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and part of southern China. They constitute this Indo-Burma global hotspot. And the part of this comes in India, that we call it as a Northeast. And the plant diversity in this entire hotspot is about 13,500 vascular plants are distributed here, found here, and out of them 52%, that is around 7,000 species are endemic. They are found only in this northeast region of the country in India. So they are endemic species. And again there is a table where you are seeing various taxonomic groups and the respective number of species and endemic species. Here you see the endemic percentage. You will find that the plants, 51.9% plants are endemic in this region. Similarly, the 53.8% amphibians are endemic in this particular region, 51% birds. So the percentage of endemism for different taxonomic group, it is exhibited here in the table. So we are seeing this also exhibit that this northeast hotspot, that is also exhibiting the rich concentration of species as well as the percentage of endemism. And the last one, the fourth one, is the Andaman and Nicobar Island. This hotspot is also a part of global hotspot that we call it as a Sundaland hotspot. So the Andaman Nicobar Island is a part of Sundaland hotspot, and this hotspot it includes a portion of southern Thailand, nearly all the Malaysia, Singapore, and tip of the Malaya Peninsula, and all Brunei, Darussalam, and the entire western half mega diverse country of Indonesia and Kalimantan. So this all constitute a big global biodiversity hotspot. We call it as a Sundaland hotspot, and the Andaman Nicobar Island is a part of this global hotspot, and they belong to Andaman Nicobar group of Ireland. Of the 3,500 species that have been reported from Andaman and Nicobar, and out of that 422 floral genera and 648 species, that is endemic species. 13.11% endemism is there in the Great Nicobar Island, and there is 142 families of they belong to these plants. They belong to 142 families, and 14% of them are endemic. Out of 120 pteridophytes species, the Andaman and Nicobar Island have 50% of them and alone, and 110 orchids species reported from this island. 19 genera and 25 species out of 110 wild orchids, they are found endemic. And the Rafflesia arnoldi plant is a notable plant of this area. And this is the table once again indicating the various taxonomic group and the respective distribution of species in this taxonomic group and their endemism. So if you see the percentage of endemism in this table, you will see that around 80% endemism for amphibian species, 60% for plant species, 53.8% for reptiles, 45% for mammals, 36% for freshwater fishes. So once again we are seeing in this the Andaman and Nicobar Island hotspot, there is a great concentration of plants and animals, and same time the percentage of endemism of this species is also very great. Therefore all these four in India are regarded as a hotspot, and they are part of global hotspots. Now we come to the conclusion of our entire topic. So here we can conclude what are the hotspots. So I told you that the area with species richness and where the high species endemism is there, those area which require immediate attention, because many of the species, they are under threat. So they require immediate attention for conservation. Those area are identified as hotspot. They are known as a biodiversity hotspots. And there are such 34 hotspots are found in whole world. So far identified 34, and out of them, part of these global hotspots, 4 of them, they are found in India. So India is also a very rich in species number and endemism in these area. And these 4 hotspots are Himalaya, Western Ghat, Northeast, and Andaman Nicobar Island. And these hotspots are why they are so important for the study. So these area actually hotspot is a methodology by which we are identifying those areas on earth which require immediate attention, because the species, they are require immediate attention for conservation, and they are classified, and this attention is why it is required. Hotspot regions are classified for planning. We can make further conservation planning as these area where the threat level is higher, species are endemic, and species richness is higher. So those hotspots, they require immediate attention for conservation, and it will helpful in fruitful planning. So these hotspots are very much important in terms of biodiversity conservation. So this is all about today's topic, that is the biodiversity hotspot. Hope you enjoyed the lecture. Thank you, and please check out my last video lecture on IUCN categories of threats. link mentioned in the description. Thank you very much.